services. You got a new... Well, thank you for that, good sirs. Well, I bow and accept the gift. Thank you. Aw, that is cute. That is nice.
New Year's greeting.
Happy New Year! With fresh determination, we will begin 2021 by visiting a shrine. To celebrate, here is my New Year's greeting. I'm sure everyone has their own wishes. I hope whatever wish you wrote on your Emma prayer plaque will come true. I want better gacha luck. Wrote it. Stand in. And I just see the light works. But maybe you could wish for world peace or something instead, you know, or ending all the seasons and all that. That probably is easier than giving you better gacha luck and better gacha in general, wouldn't it? Huh? Wouldn't be surprised. But yes, we're gonna continue with some more Sin. Yes, finally. Wait, what? His seeding point. If you know what I mean. Wing, wing, not. Fuck! Okay, I guess I'm gonna enhancement my penis. Penis. Yo, what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. I guess I'm gonna throw some into this one. Because why not? This got... Wait. Yeah, they just give XP burst. So might as well use them because... Not the wave one. That looks good, that looks good. There we go. Perfect. Yeet it! Wait, I didn't use another card here. Ah, well, whatever. If I don't know it, I probably won't feel the pain. So, now can I continue? Thank you. The first one I'm gonna fight is... Only to... Wait, what? Is this why we had this Christmas event? Just to prepare myself for this? No! I want to... They're forcing me to do things I don't want to do. God damn it, game. You should not do this to me! No! And of course, we're gonna fight a Lancer when we start... Well, we're Saber when we start with Nessa, because... Yeah! Should we let them start with fighting an Archer because, you know, they have a... No! Ho, ho, ho! I'm a total bitch! Delight work. Oh my god. Aww. That's just... Fuck. Okay, where is the... Oh, there it is. Man, I'm getting a flashback to the entire Christmas event with all this. The third Lostbelt. And they don't even let me use my whoever servant I want. Come on. And they even forced me to use servant. You say you thought you had a dream? That might be some kind of sign. Yeah, I had. And that absurd reasoning, are you drinking poison from a callus? What? So you think it's foolish too? My wife said the same thing. Yes! I don't know who you are or why, but drinking poison from a chalice because of a dream sounds very weird to me. His Imperial Majesty himself gave me this poison. All I need to do is drain it a single gulp, and I will displease him no more. Okay. But if you think like that, you can never please him no more either. That is also important to think about. I have slain too many for one in my position. You might say I've outlived my usefulness. I don't understand. None of this would have happened if not for how petty the Emperor is. How can you be willing to lay down your life for a man like that? Yeah. It wouldn't be the first time that kind of thing happened. You may not see any sense in it, but this is simply what it means to be a warrior. Isn't the warriors more about going out, dying in the blaze of glory, like shaboom-gaming, fire, explosions and all that, rather than sitting at home sipping poison and die from that. Then again, I don't know, I'm not a warrior. Once I heard you were going to die, I had to come and ask. Say the word and I will see everyone who toyed with your destiny, who forced this hollow loyalty upon you, drowned in a sea of their own blood. God? I'm honored you're so angry on my behalf. It's more than I deserve, and I will admit that I'd have my share of regrets. It's Prince! But at this point, I truly come to believe this is a fitting end of the life of Gao Changgong. I don't understand. The way you talk of life and death make no sense whatsoever. But then I suppose could never understand, as death is a concept that's never had a meaning to me. What does that mean? I don't understand the meaning of that meaning. Ah yes, that is true, isn't it? Perhaps, if anything, I should be the one begging you for forgiveness. After all, the peace I will attain in death will be forever beyond your reach. Perhaps I'm jealous. Jealous of your death and the brilliance of your life leading up to it. You're too kind, I assure you. I know no more depth of death's secret than you do. Even should I learn them now, they will soon be lost to darkness. Do you have any last wishes? Good questions. If I could wish for something beyond my own death, it would be to someday see you again. I suppose such a wish must sound completely absurd. Not necessarily. I've seen the likes of you shatter more daunting barriers. I've seen them tame lightning, cure plagues, and even change the course of rivers. Ah, I've heard that song too, Balan. You know, the girl we're fighting for? Something like that. I cannot say how long it will take, but eventually the day may come when those bound by mortal lives learn to reach beyond even death. So, should such a day come to pass, and if I'm lucky enough to be there to see it, then I shall recall your final wish. You don't know how happy I am to hear that. In all my 33 years of life, there is nothing I treasure more than your presence.
33 years old? He's 1 year younger than me! What?
Batman. I'm trying to make my computer work as I want it to do, but my computer is like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Reality space anger attached. Reality, yes, thank you. I'm happy that you can verify my reality. Proper human history resemblance, a Lostbelt depth E. Established shadow border existed with Lostbelt, 0 return successful. I'm glad we had another emergence that went so smoothly. How are you feeling, Senpai? I don't know. Non-existing. I know the poison isn't causing you any pain right now, but also you're not feeling entirely yourself. I'm fine, just a little short of breath is all. Oh yeah, we were poisoned. And is it the same poison Changgong drank? Like,
so cultured are the words of it for you, are they? Must be nice. I'll have you know I used to have asthma when I was a young lad. But after I read the memories of a great bodybuilder, actor, and politician who all suffer from the same disease.
You're not talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger, are you? Are you talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger? He's talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger, isn't he? And did Arnold have asthma? Arnold. Seemed like he had. Are you serious? Did he read a book by Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Our first example recovered by rigorous training. Though sadly I don't have his muscle to show for it. My point, young lad, is that all you need is gumption. There's no time to let your fears get the better of you.
I must say, it's almost encouraging to see our commander so energetic despite his poisoning.
Yep, we're still plenty of time to find a cure and get his mage so pretty will cause...
I read it as mage, Swedish for stomach, instead of mage, like, man, my brain.
Now let's see what things looks like outside.
Fool?
18 degrees Celsius, 30% humidity, gentle breeze, no unusual magical energy readings.
Wait, you mean it's an environment that we can live without frozen solid in 2 seconds? Nice. I'm looking at the windows right now and it looks like a field. I gotta say, I'm almost creeped out by how normal it seems here compared to the other 2 Lostbelts. I'm not quite sure what to make out of it. Are there any hostiles outside?
Not according to our instruments. Since it looks like it's safe, why don't we all go and see for ourselves?
Bum bum bum. And then the atmosphere is filled with acid and we die.
Is this really the Chinese Lostbelt?
True.
Latitude and longitude don't lie. We're standing right at 32, 40, 10, 10, 110 and 50.
I don't know how to read that out, but yeah.
In proper human cities would be Xi'an, a major city with a population of 3.4 million people.
Oh, cool. Well, this is certainly not a city, but doesn't look like an untamed wilderness either. Perhaps it's a wheat field or the like. Admittedly, it would be an extraordinarily large one. Yeah. All the wheat. There's someone I've been seeding a lot out there, you know. Someone they really like, fuck the ground. Big time.
I recognize the smell in the air here. This is my homeland. And yet I have no memory of this strange landscape. How confusing and depressing.
Hey, I'm the one that's depressed. You stay out of this.
It seems I am useless as a guide for you after all. Hey, don't worry about it. All bets are off when it comes to Lostbelts. Besides, we have much bigger roles for you to play than just a guide. For the moment, I picked up a ley line only a kilometer or so away from here. Between that and how surprising and safe this area looks to be, I'd be say we're off to be a pretty good start.
Dude, don't jinx us.
What do you say we take the shadow border over to the ley line and set up a summoning circle?
Why can't we have the summoning circle on the shadow border? I'm gonna say, can't we just on the roof and then we just eating out servants like problem solved! We got servants! Yes! Got it, I'll go warm up the engine then. You can never be too prepared for combat these Lostbelts. Isn't the engine already warmed up? Didn't we just use it? Is it a different engine? I don't know. I have no idea what kind of engine. Working with this.
Okay, the ley line right around that well. Go ahead and park it there.
It seldom doesn't look like a dangerous area, but something feels off. I mean, it's a Lostbelt. What do you expect? There is something dangerous somewhere.
True, if anything, it's too peaceful. And considering how expensive this farmland is, it's weird that we haven't seen a single piece of agriculture machinery.
Or people.
The buildings seem a little crude too. Yeah, I've never seen anything quite like them before, though I guess you could say they kind of look like collective housing.
Yeah, you know, I've been living collective. You mean like an apartment building?
That's right, although I'm not sure building is the right word for that, structure. All that ground they level and they're still living on the holes. It's like something out of Stone Age.
What?
Maybe civilization never really developed in this world?
Or maybe they're living underground because it's dangerous to live above the ground because there are monsters out there? That's one idea?
Oh, there's some people headed this way. Shall we try talking to them?
Yes, but do be careful. I doubt they pose any threat to us, but we cannot afford being seen as a threat either. Okay, As soon as they don't have eyes, they just turn creepy. Why can't they just give them some eyes? They had eyes before, you know, random persons, right? In the previous Lostbelt. You know, Scandinavia. This is just creepy.
What the? Who the hell are these people and what are they doing in our field?
Look at their weird clothes. Do you think they might be foreigners?
The foreigners here? Does it mean they come from the strange storm then? You hurry up and call the supervisor and maybe know what to do. Fool.
At least the translator seems to be working fine. According to our linguistic analyst, they speak Middle Chinese, a language that predated the Song dynasty.
I'm sorry, but I don't know when and where and what there is.
Conversation is a good starting point. However, we have to frighten them. This pattern is not good.
How? Dude, how do I frighten people? I just appear. I'm big, fussy, and weird. If anything, the people tend to just roll me around like a fucking ball. I'm not scary.
I'm not scared.
Okay, I can be scary too. Beware. I can be scary.
Yeah, did you really see foreigners?
Yes, they're right over here. See for yourself, supervisor. They just popped in the field out of nowhere.
They were riding around in that man box. They wear really strange clothes, and I think they got weapons too. Oh crap, I don't like when this is going. Don't help us out before things are violent.
Tell them this is all just a big misunderstanding.
If Holmes tries to explain it, he just makes things worse. And what's wrong with my explanations? Everything? We mean no.
We come in peace.
Shit. Okay, now that is rude. Is it so weird for me to be talking? Come on.
If you don't mean any harm, then why do you show up in the middle of the field dressed like that?
It's just a pink shirt. What is wrong with my blue? It's keep me safe.
It's my safety jacket, my safety shirt. Now I can take on the world in a very small sense.
Go on, supervisor, get rid of it first, but they ruin many more wheat.
You got it.
They all taking up weapons. Now what do we do? I don't know. Strike them? It seems they're rather bare-boned lives that not lent itself to open minds. I'm afraid we'll need to pacify them before we can begin negotiations. Jaha. Is it now really the time for the detached analyzes Holmes? Can't you use your charm on them or something?
God is the only one of us can use charm spells. Well, he said he can anyway. And even he's telling the truth, he's still comfortably holding up inside the border right now.
It's best to summon someone with a powerful innate charm skill, but that would require access to the ley line, which we don't yet have. Yeah, I mean, summoning two... I know two servants with great charm skills, Blackbeard and Taiga. They have charm. Don't you say anything against me. I won't listen to it. It would seem we cannot avoid this battle. Fortunately, our opponent should be willing to listen once they get this out of their system. But this would be an ideal situation for my Baritsu. I'm afraid I'll have to sit this one out. Why would you do that?
Alright, you still haven't fully recovered it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Guess we got no choice then. Marchioness, go ahead and fight them if that's what they want. Just make sure not to harm any of them.
Wouldn't it be better if Sherlock Holmes were still in... what they call? Wandering Sea? Couldn't we make a contact, like, a connection between there, like, hello, this is Red Teddy Panda. We're outside the fields. Do you hear me, Papa Holmes? This is Papa Holmes. Do you hear me, Red Teddy Panda?
Understood. I also would like to avoid excessive force. I will be careful. Yes, we'll do as a great gentleman do in true spirit of Baritsu.
No, fuck that. Just punch them. I mean, if we punch them, they and hopefully don't punch back, we win, right? Isn't that how it works? I'm pretty sure I do. Die. Han heter Kai. Okay, they look at us. kind of spooky. I like the music. Okay. I guess they weren't that strong level. But of course they go and banging in Nesa because why the fuck not? Man, I like Nesa's battle animations. They're really cool. Strike! Whew. Manage that. Please let me use ley lines and let me summon my own servants though. I get nervous when I don't have the choice. I won't have the choice to destroy them as much as I want myself.
I see, so you got into the fight almost instantly you left the border.
Yes, I'm afraid we ended up in a standoff with the locals. At least we got them to back down for now. All thanks to you and Nesa's effort not to harm them. They do appear to understand that our intentions are not violent now. They are currently monitoring us from what I suppose they consider a safe distance. It seems they have their own responsibilities to tend to.
Correct, no signs of reinforcement. We are safe for the moment.
I see. So you managed to avoid provoking them? I'm relieved they're sharp enough to realize we're only lost travelers trying to get our bearings. Although, what about the servant? You said we can't summon once we're able to use the ley line, right?
The range outside preparing a summoning circle right now. I think she'll run into some kind of trouble, though.
Like,
Summoning! Edward Elric! Oh wait, who summoned the Chibi?
Hey guys, I'm setting everything up right now. Just give me a minute to work out the kinks.
No, don't work out the kinks. That would make life funny. It's the spice of life.
Sure, run into a little trouble, but don't worry. It's the kind I'm used to.
Hey Da Vinci, are you sure it's okay to hook this weird machine up to Master's shield? It looks super shady. In fact, it doesn't even look like it was made on Earth. What kind of cable is this? Yeah, this is a homemade made out of potatoes, rocks, and a stick. Plonk.
Alright, that's a boost she'll lend me. Get this, a single one lets you manifest a spirit origin equivalent to 3 servants. You call it what you might call it cell. Unfortunately, it burned out after a single use, but we're not gonna be stinging with Lano and Gordon's lives at stake. Alright, now we just stand by in base state. As soon as we get the response from the servant side, I'll kick it to its excited state so we can start the summoning. Yay!
Summon! Hey ho!
Here we go. Now just a matter of time. As long as the servant has some connection to Yulan, I'm sure they will answer the summon. Lostbelt or not.
I see. Well done. Technical advisory. In that case, we can start by summoning a skill card capable of brainwashing these barbarians en masse. This is an emergency and an urgent one at that. We need to start making progress post haste.
Are you alright with that course of action, Miss Lano? Yeah, calm down there.
Calm down? How can I calm down? I will be dead in a matter of days. And have you gotten this consent? You too?
Regardless, the summoning will take time. It will be in our best interest to negotiate while that proceeds. Sometimes, Mr. Gordov, there is something to be said for not letting sleeping dogs lie. Why would you make the dog lie? Wouldn't it better tell the truth? Fuck you, Holmes. I outsmarted you there. Now.
Alright then, who's going to lead us amicable negotiations? Our sides of fate, remember? Where are we going to find an angel with a smile and cherubic enough to win over this barbar?
I thought we were gonna send in Gordov.
That's our just poor hapless traveler lost our way.
Oh, you poor thing! That must have been so hard.
We didn't mean to run over your field, I promise. Do you think you could forgive us?
Oh, don't worry about that. We can always steal it again.
Well, you just get to talk to such a pretty girl. It kind of makes me want to tilt the field again more than ever.
Okay, that's just fucking creepy, man. Seriously. Nani? Fool. Yeah, I agree, fool. I don't know what you're saying, but I totally agree.
And really is forced to be reckoned with, isn't she? She's not technically lying, but she's not exactly being truthful either.
She's a demon with the face of an angel.
Just look at those men falling over themselves. That actually got them twisted around their little finger.
Yeah, that's happening as well.
How can it possibly trust I know this falls off the beating the game that possibly belongs her?
Ah, sensing an opportunity. Oh no! Holmes, stay out of this! I do beg your pardon about that, madame. Please allow me to apologize for trampling on your feelings as well. I hope you can believe me when I say that we truly do want nothing more than resolve this matter peacefully. Unfortunately, the truth is that we have lost our way and are uncertain as to where we are. I'm so terribly sorry to impose, but could you please tell us about this place? You are our only hope.
Well, I suppose we wanted to step up.
I mean, if a man is handsome needs our help. Oh god, I don't know what happened with that one. She's probably sent by Korn the Blood Dog. The Blood God, I mean, not the Blood Dog. Well, he can be a dog as well, I don't know. As it looks, if nothing else.
Agreed, I do not know why we fought earlier.
Yeah, why do we fight? Why don't we just send in these two and they just solve everything? I mean, maybe not much of a gameplay, but it would solve lots of headaches, wouldn't it?
Well, the important thing is that we reach a peaceful resolution.
It looks like that we're all just scared more than malicious. They seem to be good people at heart. They're rednecks. They're rednecks. I should be nice. I should be nice. I'm originally a redneck, so. By the way, Da Vinci, what was the trouble you ran into with the spirit origin graph earlier?
An excellent question, Holmes. Glad to see you paying attention to the important bits.
What? I thought you already solved the issue with summoning servants.
Let's resolve the more worked around. I still don't know what the problem really was. This Lostbelt's nothing like either Russia or Scandinavia. I tried using the ley line here to connect to this Lostbelt Throne of Heroes, but I didn't get any response.
Isn't that a major fucking problem?
None whatsoever.
There was nothing wrong with the equipment, so whatever the problem is, it has something to do with this world.
What?
Granted, the odds were always low that a rogue spear from this Lostbelt was going to be eager to help us, so I wasn't counting on that. But it's still odd that there'd be no answer at all, right, Holmes?
Indeed.
What? I don't understand. Can you please tell me in Swedish? So I just dropped the idea and switched back to try and summon from Chaldea's spirit origin graphs. Now we just waited for a heroic spirit to respond to our call. Who are we gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
In Fisher term, we're banging out our hook and cuss a line. All there's for us to do now is be patient. What could be going on, Senpai?
If Da Vinci and Sherlock Holmes don't know, why do you expect me to know anything? Yeah, I don't know anything. I have no idea.
Honestly, even though my genius once again carried the day, I really don't know what happened there.
Foo. I mean, isn't that a little bit of a kind of a thing, you know? How we have these two ultra genius. Why do I even need to think? Won't they just think for me? I'm a dumbass as it is, so might as well let them do the job for me. You know, because I'm dumb. I'm an idiot.
What I do know is that the connection to the Throne of Heroes is just that, a connection. It doesn't exist in this Lostbelt ley line. That can be good. It could also be that our definition of what a heroic spirit it is doesn't match this Lostbelt.
Oh, Yeah, I mean, considering that this is a completely different timeline, so to speak, a different alternative verse, I mean, it's not weird that it would be different then, right?
Definition of heroic spirit.
And what exactly do you mean by that?
This is a fascinating phenomenon, one that no doubt gets the heart of this Lostbelt's true nature. But right now, we have nothing more than speculation. We'll need to collect more evidence before we can begin drawing any conclusions.
Oh, that sounds to me like you already have a pretty good idea what's going on, Holmes.
I do have a hypothesis, but a good detective only shared the deduction was their support by clear and undeniable evidence. Once again, you're gonna withhold. Oh. And you know what? Like, every single time he says that, like, oh, until I have clear, undeniable evidence. All the things he thought and all the theories he had is correct by him then. So, why can't he just tell me, say, this is just a theory and a hypothesis, it's not 100% yet, but oh my god. I hate you, you smug British Britbonger. God damn it. You make things unnecessarily complicated. God damn it. I mean... Oh my, come on! Why can't I summon servants? This is bullshit. This is no fun. I want to play with my own characters and others. That sounds weird when I say it like that. The air is so clean here. I mean,
it is, isn't it? I feel like forever since I was last able to breathe this easily.
Yeah, I mean, the previous Lostbelt, I mean, pretty cold. And Scandinavia turned pretty hot in the end there, so...
Since the other Lostbelt, the border was the only safe place we could go. Well, I almost forget we have the Chaldea base now too. Anyway, being surrounded by natural landscape like this really feels like... What's up in the sky above us, Senpai?
Oh no, not Valkyries again! Are the Valkyries attacking again? I don't think about it. Lancers. Looks like kind of streak? Star?
Didn't notice during the night, but that's definitely strange, right?
Someone's painting the heavens?
I guess it must be a normal here since no one's local seems to be taking any notice of it. Da Vinci still has them all practical enthralled. Say, what's the name of this era?
Yeah, but that is a band.
And was just wondering what year it was.
Well, I'm turning 22 this year. Dude, talk about someone like an inbred. We will start working when we turn 5 and we're planting these fields 7 times now, so that adds up, right?
Well, thank you. I was thinking more along the line of a calendar, though. It's time to plant the seeds of the lost crops, of course. You can tell by the moon, yes?
What? Let's write this down. Who's the foremost leader in the world right now? What's the most glorious and majestic Hamlet Emperor of course? And what is this emperor's name? Name what? Most glorious and majestic Hamlet Emperor, of course. I might as well ask what the sun and moon are called. The name's right there. Dude, they definitely sound like some sort of inbred have been going on here very big and very hard times. Am I the only one getting vibes of that?
Well, where might we find this emperor then? In the capital. Where else? And where's that? They say it's way off in that direction.
Wow, are we really gonna trust this? Is it way off in that direction? Like, can we really trust this? No.
Have you ever been there?
Me? Why would I ever go there? We only worship from afar with gratitude. None of us would exist without the most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor blessing after all. Nani? What's up, Master?
Senpai, do you smell that?
I tend to ignore that smell.
Are you talking about my eau de cologne? And this was some more wild American brand after we got here.
I don't mean that. It's less of a human scent and more beastly. The present, no mistake. Bloodthirsty creatures are headed this way.
What is that thing?
There's one over there. What is this? These are creatures like we saw in Russia. What are they doing here?
We can figure that out later, Da Vinci. Right now, we need to evacuate the villagers. Really? Creatures? Oh my god. Okay, so we have an emperor, the glorious emperor. That sounds not right. I wonder who that is. Ooh, they are back again. It is really them. That's pretty cool. But why are they doing here? Especially considering we fought them in Russia? So this is, why are they here? Really makes me wonder. I hate myself because I'm a dummy. So unnecessary. And no crits, I'm sad. But really makes me want. Oh, that's a bunch of them. But really makes me wonder what the fuck going on with all of this. Why are they doing here? Go back to your own Lostbelt, Krishats. For fuck's sake, go back. You're in the wrong place, doggos. Ooh. That's a painful crit right there. Crit. Thank you. Whoa. Now that's what I like to see. Now you guys critting as you should do.
Oh my god. All these beautiful crits, man. I love this.
Ooh, mission complete. Nice. But yeah, really, why on earth are they here? So weird. Why are they here? Hostiles eliminated. That said, those were from the Russia Lostbelt. Nani?
I can't believe we're seeing creatures from an entirely different Lostbelt here. This is too bizarre to be coincidence.
Jojo, are you there? It's your adventure. You there, have you ever seen creatures like this before?
No way, I've never seen a monster like that in my life.
Me neither. The worst thing we've seen, I didn't know with the wild boars the supervisor used to shake off. If I'd ever run into these things before, we'd probably be dead by now.
Don't worry, we'll help you for as long as we are here. It's the least we can do to make up for ruining your field, right, Master?
Of course, I probably shouldn't say that might have something to do with us, because that probably won't really help our cause.
What did you say? We didn't come here to serve as the village bodyguards.
No, Miss Scarlet is correct. Those creatures should not be present here. If they have made a sudden appearance, we should investigate it. Ooh, they have fancy stuff here. How are you feeling, Lana? I exist. That's pretty much it. He has a little shorter breath.
Great, your vital signs are all looking good too, so your condition definitely not too serious just yet. We still gotta keep a close eye on it, of course, but I don't think we need to worry too much just now.
I must say, you're looking too tad pale, Commander. Are you sure you won't lie down in the command room?
Be quiet. I just have a little heartburn from eating too much cake, that's all. I'm in perfectly good health. I'll have you know, if a third-rate mate can handle this poison without a problem, then of course I can too.
That aside, we're still not close to getting our bearings here, even with the locals cheering. Our first order of business is gathering as much information as possible. Otherwise, we have no way of knowing where to even begin.
Let's begin. How about we begin with finding the corner of the sky like we originally planned?
A fair point. I sincerely doubt she came here on the lark. Very well then, how do we track her down? We run up to her, punch her in the face. Problem solved. We'll never find her if we merely walk around without a plan after all. Sure about that, she tends to pop up wherever we go anyways. Given that this is a Lostbelt, we know there must be a cryptogon in its tree of emptiness somewhere. And just like in Scandinavia, this Lostbelt tree doesn't seem to be visible. Yeah, that concerns me too. The Russian tree was so large as to be kilometers away. The fact that we cannot see it here means that it must be disguised as it was in Scandinavia. And that, in turn, means the Lostbelt King understands that it's something best kept hidden.
Of course, if they would so wish, a fairies or a sage could make a mountain disappear with relative ease.
What? Make a mountain disappear? With ease? What? I really don't want to imagine going up against someone like that, but given everything so far. Indeed, even if we were to capture Sky today, we cannot simply leave this Lostbelt behind. As long as it exists, it remains a threat to proper human history. Sooner or later, we will need to face the crypt responsible for it.
All the more reason for us to hurry along with our investigations. You're all being far too generous, agreed to be this villager's bodyguards. I mean, I can understand how scared those villagers would be if the Krishna were to start attacking again, but...
I assure you, Mr. Gorov, this is all part of our investigation.
What was that?
It's safe to assume that those hostile creatures are the same type of demonic beasts we fought in Russia. Think back when we first learned about them. The creatures or demonic beasts are originated in the Russian Lostbelt and possess numerous characteristics that let them survive in a frigid environment. But this Lostbelt is far too warm for such a creature. Yeah, that's true. Now I get it, so that's why March and Lana agreed to help. Right, this has everything to do with us. The fact that those creatures showed up in a different Lostbelt cannot mean that someone brought them here. Did we have like an animal pet carrier or something like that, where we stuff these things in and then like they pop out like surprise? Indeed, someone who can come and go between Lostbelts as they please. Maybe it was Konskaya? So we can of course eliminate our seventh suspect. That only leaves one possibility. I'm a genius! Ah, brainiac dude! Precisely, a most astute interaction. Miss Lana, Watson would have been proud. Man, why don't we have a Watson servant? I would love that. That would be cool. Finding Sky remains our priority, but at the moment we have far too little information to act on. If anything, the Krishat appearance is our only real lead so far. We cannot afford to overlook it.
Can you say something? I sent out a surveillance drone toward the capital and I discovered something interesting.
Was the electricity out that way?
I tried zooming in and cleaning up a long-range footage as best I could, and well, it's easy if you just take a look.
What the hell? Is this something from Final Fantasy? For once, I'm genuinely lost with words.
So much for civilization never developing here. If they got the science and engineering know-how to build a metropolis like this, then they come far technologically than we thought. I mean, there's not a single support column holding this thing up, so they obviously figured out how to make it float. And it's clearly no giant air bladders or the lack of. I got to wonder just how the hell they're making something that heavy float.
Reversed gravity generators? Something? Perhaps Maycraft is used openly here. Either that or they really have advanced scientifically to the point where they can control gravity. In the latter case, they would be well ahead of proper human history, at least in terms of technology.
Well, while I was at it, I grabbed some footage of that weird, perfectly straight line in the sky too. Here's it, max magnification.
It's a peacock, right? Right? What is that thing?
Well, for starters, it's about 2,000 kilometers above us, so it's just barely in low orbit. What? By my estimate, it's more than 5 kilometers wide.
Okay, that's not the peacock. But it have the same colors, you know, this cyan blue.
What the fuck is that? 5 kilometers wide, what the fuck is that? That's not even the best part. It's right along the entire observable sky of the Lostbelt.
Wow. Then how come we couldn't see it before entering this Lostbelt? If it's 2,000 kilometers up, that's gotta put it above the storm clouds, right?
That must mean the Lostbelt's border prevent anything within from being seen, storm or no. Anything built during their history, no matter how big it might be, is impossible to observe from the outside. Forget measuring size and mass. From the outside, there's no way to even know it exists at all. God damn. Even now that we can observe it, I have no idea what it is or what it is for. If the people of this world built it themselves, that raises even more questions. I'll say, how can something like that exist when life in this farming village is so primitive? I could find it drawn around in every direction, but didn't see any other building or structure even remotely close to the scope of the capital. East, west, north, south, it was nothing but fields everywhere I looked. Seriously? Man, I can't tell if this place is way ahead or proper human history or way behind. Probably both. Whatever is taking place here is no doubt stems from this world's deviation from proper human history. Da Vinci, I trust you can determine the capital's latitude and longitude from here. What happens when you map it to the China we know? Is there a record of capital city dating back to a well-known dynasty there? I already figured that out. I want to keep you all in suspense a little longer. Why are you guys like that? Please, just get to the point. Why do you get... Oh, God. Da Vinci and Holmes are gonna ending up giving me a stroke one day. They're gonna do that. I can still understand the decipher dramatic reveal of your information. Oh yeah, you're... Under the present circumstances, however, I'm afraid we're reliant on your for all such inquiries, so please give us information now. You have no right to say that, Holmes. You have absolutely no right to say that. You're withholding things because we don't really have the information yet. Oh, it's not true, 100% evidence, but yeah. Yeah, you made your point. Yeah, he didn't. Because he doesn't follow it. God damn it. Based on the distance from our present location, it corresponds to proper human history's Xiangyang prefecture. Xiangyang, isn't that? Indeed, it dates to the Qing dynasty. Qing, that was before the Free Kingdom era, wasn't it? Does that mean it even predates Xiang Yu and Liu Bang? That's right, the Qing dynasty was the major empire around 200 BC. It's known for being the dynasty of China's first emperor. Oh yeah, I remember reading that. China's first emperor and all that. It was a country ruled by the great King Shi Huang. How about that? This song make me think of Stranger Things opening. Am I the only one? Very cool. So the Chaldea is your so that is Chaldea your enemy. I like music. Yes, but not only are they my enemies, they also command a threat to the safety of your empire. Namely, heroic spirits. We see, indeed. We're quite surprised when you first told us of them. You said this master can summon any army of great heroes from the past, correct? I find this difficult to credit, indeed. We are certain you would not lie to us, but how could a few mere souls ever hope to overturn our eternal reign? We cannot even imagine that possibility. You underestimate the heroic spirits at your peril. I really like the music. Damn, this is rocking. Those whose souls are offered to the counterforce are given tremendous power to ensure the continuation of humanity. Trust me when I say that a single servant is easily the equivalent of 1,000 ordinary soldiers. So this Alaya you spoke of, you said it's some total of human consciousness. Alaya? AI? It's not like a pure nonsense to us. Is this the manner of things you seem to accept in your own world? You make an excellent point, Your Imperial Majesty. My world was more chaotic and less complete than yours. It must have been if something so preposterous as resurrecting dead heroic spirits to fight in one's place is considering normal. We cannot help but wonder how a world where such a thing were necessary to maintain order could have lasted. Seriously? I must warn you too, Your Imperial Majesty. The Master of Chaldea is an enemy you can't afford to ignore. Alright, we've forgotten that you are from the same world as Akuta. Komenskaya. Komenskaya? My name is Komenskaya, Your Imperial Majesty. Do you think you could try to remember it this time? Yeah.
this guy.
Watch your tongue when you speak to the Emperor, wretch.
No matter, these visitors come from a world beyond our domain. Of course our customs elude them.
Thank you, Your Imperial Majesty. I do understand that you may find it rude and presumptuous of me to warn one so omnipotent as you. But the fact is, Chaldea has already brought strange creatures with them that threaten your people.
Oh, come on, bitch. You're the one doing that.
This poses quite a problem for your quarantine as well. Surely you don't want them to get away with this. Please, Your Imperial Majesty, if we're male, wait for them to reveal their true barbaric nature. It will be too late.
If it's so important to you, then why have you not done something about it yourself? You command the servant puppet as well, do you not?
Yes, I do. If you would forgive me for disturbing your eternal paradise, I can summon one right now.
Very well, show us exactly what this war is from another world we're capable of.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty. Man. This Emperor is much more laid back than I thought. I expect a bit more eagerness to take down the threat to their empire. I had hoped for the same. Nothing ever seemed to go as planned with the Emperor, but oh well, that isn't going to change. Well, sorry you ended up having to do all the work in consequence. I do hope it won't take you too long to finish them off.
Is that all you have to say for yourself after all the trouble you caused?
Please don't glare at me like that, Akuta. You're gonna make me cry. We're on the same side in all of this. Besides, isn't this Master of Chaldea ever Crypt's sworn enemy?
Of course, you could have lured her to any of the other's territories and any of them would have made sure to finish her off. I would go so far to say any one of them would be better picked for this kind of work than me. So why did you have to bring them to China? They are only because they were following you, right? Thank you so much for that.
But don't be so hard on yourself, Akuta. I really thought you would be the best fit for the job, seeing you're so good at defense and all. You see, I actually tried to assassinate her as a favor to Beryl. But I'm afraid things didn't exactly go as planned. See, the poison used to call the Xiang Shui Ming Mai. Well, I don't suppose you already know what it is, do you?
You're unbelievable.
As you do know about that. You're one smart cookie, aren't you? In that case, you can see where this is going, right? Including what they will try to do to find an antidote.
Queen Sky, did you do this on purpose?
No, I didn't. This time I only had about 10% of a plan. That's why I wasted no time coming to warn you, Akuta. I wanted to take a responsibility, see? I mean, Chaldea's got the world's greatest inventor and greatest detector on their side, right? I knew it wouldn't take them long at all to figure out what the poisoning came from.
Where the poison?
So I thought instead of wasting time trying to sweep this under the rug, it would be much better to fortify our defenses now. So here I am warning you about the danger and taking responsibility. It's not like you and I are complete strangers, right? So I thought I could help you out a bit with getting rid of Chaldea. Besides, we are both misanthropic outcasts. It all makes sense for us to join forces, don't you think?
True, that much I know we have in common. But that still doesn't explain why you brought those dangerous pets of yours along.
Pets perish at the foot. They have their dignity and least as far as wild animals go.
So you didn't order them to go around killing people?
Of course not. Why would I rob myself the pleasure of torturing and killing humans? No, they just be doing their best to survive and find food in an environment they're not used to. Don't you find that far more endearing than a bunch of deafening livestock like a nation's people?
Like this nation.
That's not the problem, and you know it. How could you set demonic beasts from another Lostbelt loose here? If the Emperor finds out you're the one responsible for them, you'll find yourself in real trouble. Oh, that? You might say that's just part of a lifelong project of me. Don't worry. I promise I won't make any trouble for you. You have your own life work you devote yourself to, don't you, Akuta? I think we'll both be happy if we stay out of each other's way.
Fine. What's done is done after all.
There's no way I'm letting Chaldea mess up my nice, stable Lostbelt. Don't you dare go easy on them, Saber.
Let him. As you wish, Master. I promise I won't let you down.
When did you summon him? I can't tell. He's got a beautiful face under that mask, too. No, Vera-kun, how come you're the only one who gets certificate hotly working for her? I mean, Sigur was hot. That's not why she's here. Oh, just shut up already, you damn fox.
Bashful we are.
Oh, man.
Okay. I wonder if the Emperor is the peacock guy. I think that would make sense, right? It would, wouldn't it? Oh, balls.
Soundless bell. That's not much of a bell. What? That looks cool. And there's full of feet. Oh man, that's pretty cool. Also a bit weird. Like, why so many fields, but seemingly so little people? What's going on with that?
But well, I will cut for now, and I will be back with more FGO later on. So thank you for watching. See you later on, and have a continued super great day.